Good evening and thank you for joining us for 13 News at 10. I'm Justin Cernsey. 4 Topeka police officers are now on paid administrative leave after they were forced to shoot and kill a 19-year-old who refused to put down his gun. The Shawnee County Sheriff's Office has identified the suspect shot as 19-year-old black male Joseph Michael Rodriguez from Topeka. Officers were first called to the 400 block of Southwest Tyler, where a suspect had allegedly strangled a female victim and took a knife and gun outside the residence. A few hours later, at 11:15, Topeka police responded to an attempted carjacking in the 1000th block of Southwest 5th, where officers located a female victim that had received a cut to her face from a knife. Officers say Rodriguez then fled the scene, but 15 minutes later, they located him at Southwest 6th and Buchanan. At this time, Rodriguez was armed with a handgun and was actively pointing it at bystanders and police officers on the scene. Officers continued to ask him to put down the weapon, but he refused, forcing officers to shoot. Rodriguez was taken to an area hospital where he was pronounced dead. The 4 officers involved in the shooting have a combined 58 years of service in the Topeka police force. Several witnesses are speaking out after Topeka police shot and killed a 19-year-old black man after police say he refused to put down his gun. Today, witnesses shared what they saw and heard with 13's Ariana Cohen.
From 6th and Buchanan, witness Jeffrey Nichols says he saw Topeka police surround 19-year-old Joseph Michael Rodriguez, who was armed with a handgun and a knife.
It was plain as day how obvious the cops had spoken, "Please put your weapon down," and repeatedly, at least 6 to 8 times, "Put your gun down."
Saturday afternoon, police were first sent out to Southwest Tyler, where Rodriguez allegedly choked a woman. Hours later, police came here on a report of an attempted carjacking and found a woman who sustained knife wounds to her face. Topeka police say Rodriguez actively pointed his gun at bystanders. An eyewitness who asks to remain anonymous says at one point Rodriguez's gun was pointed in his direction.
I was in the line of fire, and I'm thinking, I just hope this guy doesn't shoot, because if he does, at one point the gun's pointing in our direction. As a matter of fact, I counted 6 different times. His gun was pointed in our direction, and I was praying that he wouldn't shoot.
The witness says he heard Rodriguez yell at the police.
And he pointed his weapon at them, stating, "Put your gun down, put your gun down," as he turned a 360-degree circle several times.
He was rotating in a circle, pointing his arm and weapon out at multiple people.
It got really scary really fast.
Rayleigh Robledo lives near 6th and Buchanan.
There's like 15 cops just blocking from my end of the street to the other end of the street, and they've got all their guns out.
She says she heard several gunshots.
It just sounded like loud firecrackers, like really near, because I mean it's right at the corner over by my house. So it was just like pop.
Nichols and the anonymous eyewitness say police fired shots at Rodriguez after he refused to put his weapon down.
I don't believe, in my opinion, that they were trying to kill him on the first attempt. He pointed his gun until he was unable to point it anymore.
And as he's laying on his left side, again raised his weapon and pointed it towards the officers.
Rodriguez was taken to a local hospital and was pronounced dead.
I thank God that his gun, that he didn't shoot, because there was so many people that could have been injured. This could have had a total different outcome. These police were protecting the citizens of the city, plain and simple.
Ariana Cohen, 13 News.
The Shawnee County Sheriff's Office has not released the name of any victims or the assault of the carjacking. The 4 Topeka police officers involved in the shooting, who have a combined 58 years of service in the police force, have been put on paid administrative leave.
The investigation continues tonight and again tomorrow into the fatal shooting of a man who'd been pointing a gun at people Saturday on a street in Topeka at the hands of Topeka police officers. Tonight, we've acquired a cell phone video of what happened. We want to warn you this is very disturbing, and we advise children not to watch it.
13's Ariana Cohen has been following the story. She has the video and she spoke with witnesses. Ariana?
Yes, Melissa. Topeka police say the man choked a woman during a domestic incident, then cut a woman with a knife during a carjacking attempt before they encountered him Saturday afternoon at 6th and Buchanan. And a 16-year-old high school student caught what happened next on his cell phone. Now, the video and sound is disturbing, but in light of recent national controversy involving law enforcement confrontations with suspects, we feel it is important to show the incident in its entirety.
guy's out of it, man.
That is what a 16-year-old high school witness caught on video. Here is how witnesses told us they interpreted what they saw.
And repeatedly, at least 6 to 8 times, put your gun down, and a shot was fired, and the gentleman bent over and still did not put his gun down.
I don't believe, in my opinion, that they were trying to kill him on the first attempt. But he got up, started pointing his weapon at them again.
The second round obviously was a shotgun and struck him in the legs, and again told repeatedly, put your gun down, and absolutely refused.
And then he pointed his weapon at them, stating, put your gun down, as he turned a 360-degree circle several times. I was in the line of fire, and I'm thinking, I just hope this guy doesn't shoot, because if he does, at one point the gun's pointing in our direction, this could have had a total different outcome. These police were protecting the citizens of the city, plain and simple.
The 4 officers involved in the shooting were placed on administrative leave while Shawnee County Sheriff Herman Jones's office investigates, which is a standard procedure in Shawnee County. Rodriguez was a black man, but we do not know the racial makeup of the 4 police officers. The race of those involved is of note because of national debate over law enforcement shootings involving white officers and black suspects. Melissa.
The shooting death of a suspect by Topeka police officers is now in the hands of the district attorney.
The Shawnee County Sheriff's Office told us today that it has now forwarded its reports to the DA's office for review. And back on Saturday, December 13th, Topeka police say 19-year-old Joseph Rodriguez was armed with a knife at 6th and Buchanan, threatening passersby. 13 News obtained this cell phone video of the incident in which you hear officers tell Rodriguez at least 6 times to drop the gun. He also was armed with a weapon before he was shot. City officials say 4 officers with a combined 58 years of service are on paid leave while this investigation continues. Tonight, 13 News also has obtained radio scanner audio of the incident.
Let's hear that now. 13's Justin Cerncy here with the update to this story. Justin?
Yes, Ralph, today 13 News obtained a page from the investigation report that identifies an officer the report says was threatened by Rodriguez as he pointed his handgun at officers during the standoff. We have broken down actual police dispatch audio from December 13th that begins right after Rodriguez's alleged attempt to carjack an individual to when he was fatally shot and killed by Topeka police officers.
1092 just occurred, 1009 Southwest 5th. 1009 Southwest 5th to a person, got a younger African-American male, approached a female, signal 1, with both gun and knife, took her keys and her phone. Any unit to respond?
Last he's running southbound in the alley.
10-4, 70 West southbound in the alley. Suspect at 413's call 410 Southwest Tyler. We have him as a African-American male, 5'4", 140, brown and brown.
10-4, he's signaled 1 with a gun and a knife.
600 block of Buchanan walking southbound.
Unit, he's coming around the corner here.
Signal 13! Buchanan in the intersection. Stop on traffic.
10-4 needs traffic stopped at 6 and Buchanan. Has the subject there.
Start to the 600 block of Buchanan. Any unit that is 10-8, go to Buchanan. 6th and Buchanan, any unit 10-8.
We have a long gun out here. I'm walking towards Lincoln.
Subject walking towards Lincoln, 1125.
4 shots fired.
Shots fired, 1126.
22, we got shots fired. Shots fired.
422 saying shots fired at 1127.
2 suspect down, starting AMR 1039.
422 says suspects down, starting AMR 1039.
The district attorney's office has not set a deadline on when they hope to have the full investigation completed.